then we see development, the third and fourth and fifth, year. At the end of the term is when you're starting to see a ramp up of different, things that are being done across various counties and wards. Is 5 years not enough?
It is more than enough, if you ask me. Now, Cynthia, before I talk about the Kenyan issue, allow me to refer to the Americans. How many years do they have for presidential term limit?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And why do we need 7 years for? And actually 5 years are more than enough. As you said, if you want to do something, you have your own roadmap on how to do something. You have created a roadmap that says, I shall do this from here to here with this time limit.
Yeah.
So telling me that we extend presidential, or rather, we give them every elected member and elected members of this government and the opposition too, because it will cut across 7 years term limit. What is it that they can achieve in 2 years that they cannot achieve in 5 years? That is utter selfishness. That cannot be accepted. Let me tell you, and if that bill goes through all the stages of parliament, they debate it, let it come to the Mwananchi. They say, when you have nothing else to do, then you are going to do what you must do. As a nation, this is not time for them to bring such a debate. This is actually the wrong time for them to bring such a debate. It is selfishness of the highest order. And for them to sit down somewhere and decide and say that we want to extend presidential term limit, we want to extend the term limit for senators, term limit for the governors, the MCs, and all the elected officials. That is utter selfishness. Yeah. Coincidence is coincidence if it happens unplanned. But look at the setting on which they are talking on the issues of extending presidential term limit. It is in the presence of the president. So they want to seem relevant. It's something I would refer as political clout chasing. That is what I would think. It is a political clout chasing. And we're just wanting to feel important, relevant to the president. Because if you look at, now, as Mucha said,
yes,
there is something called consulting the people that you represent. And I'm sure that the opinion of the people that he represents as a senator is not that is saying. If you look at when the businessman said that we should have a presidential limit of 25 years, what was happening? The president was there to launch a company that belonged to who? So Cynthia, if we are doing business with you, it is just human for me to propose for you to stay longer so that I can continue doing business. And if me saying that Cynthia is good gives me political mileage and makes me seem important, rather makes me seem important to some people, to some quarters, then I would say what I want. And I agree with Mucha that what we should do, such news, such utterances should not be given any airplay whatsoever, because we have a constitution that was discussed, voted by a good number of Kenyans. This constitution has to be followed to the letter. The issue of extending the term limit is an uncalled for and untimely and no coincidence whatsoever. It is not coincidence. It's just someone who feels like, let me say this for me to excite someone who is here.